Well, hello and welcome to Bailey the Bookman, coming to you live from our shop here in beautiful Riel Business Park in St. Albert. My name's Barry, if you didn't know. Thanks for joining us. It's been a lot of fun doing these live episodes from my ref. The only thing missing these days is you, but we're all doing what we need to do, so it's going. We'll get through it. So we just have to hang in there. We had so much fun last week playing the Jeopardy book version of Jeopardy. I thought today we would put a little twist, a bookish twist, if you will, on the game of. We're going to let a few more people join up. Hi, Dee. I can always count on Dee to be her and the head of security, who always sleeps through these, by the way. I'd show you, but I can't move the cameras around. But yeah, she's having a good solid nap. She doesn't really care about live YouTube and Facebook, so we'll do what we'll do. So yeah, I think Deanna won the Jeopardy version last week, so we need the rest of you to kind of up your game today and give her a run for her money. Hey Rob, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Hope everything is well at your house with your 4 kids. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. I bumped into a guy walking the dog the other morning, and kind of across the street we were chatting, and he's got 2 young kids, and he kind of tries to work from home, and I said, so how's it going? And he goes, he said, I have no rest at all. With all of the children in the house and everything, it's so demanding. And there's well, what do we do next? What's going on? Dad. So he was ready to go for a very long walk, all by himself. Aloha, Rob, on YouTube and Facebook. This is kind of fun doing both at the same time. We tried it for the first time last episode, and it kind of worked. I made the mistake of moving the phone, and it didn't. The rest of it didn't quite work out as well as I'd hoped. But we're going to leave the phone where it is today, so it'll work. Okay. Let's see. We've got a few viewers. You guys want to get started? You're ready for 20 questions? Okay. So the theme for this particular group of 20 questions is the letter T and the word time. So you will find those. Lisa Bailey, holy smokers. Hi, hon. You managed to get out of bed and come join us. Yay. We moved this to 1 p.m. just for you, right? Okay, good. Spoiled girl. So, so the 20 questions will include the letter T or time somewhere in the answer, whether it's an author or the title or whatever it may be. Okay. First one up, fingers on the buzzers. Get ready to go. Here we are, 20 questions with a book theme. Okay, question number 1. The Time Machine by H.G. Wells is considered to be the first novel in which genre? Which genre? The Time Machine by H.G. Wells is considered to be the first novel in which genre? Don't you dare leave. Sci-fi, romance. No. Deanna, you're close with sci-fi, but it's the particular. Don't forget, we are looking for the letter T or the word time in the answer. There's a delay when I go to the Facebook feed. I guess there is. So what genre would The Time Machine by H.G. Wells consider to be the first of? Any answers? H.G. Wells was the first author to incorporate the theme of time travel? Yes, Lisa Bailey, just under the wire. Good job. Rob, you were close, future, but future does not start with a T. Futurist. Nope. The answer is time travel. Okay. Question number 2. Fingers on the buzzers. Was the worst of times? Do, in Latin. No. Well, maybe in Latin. I don't know Latin, Rob, so it doesn't count. Okay. Somebody type an answer in on Facebook. All I can see is that Rob's on. He's watching, and he sent a wave. Okay. The second question, we'll read it again. Which Dickens novel begins, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times"? It's one of his most famous novels. And of course, he had a lot of them. Don't forget, the answer has the letter T or the word time in it. Dum, ba-dum, bum. Boom, boom, ba-bum, bum. Hey, Facebook, is anybody typing an answer on there? Because it's no good. The connection here is in the store on the YouTube. It kind of comes, it kind of goes. It's a Wi-Fi connection, and sometimes it just has a fit. All right, which Dickens novel begins, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times"? Close, Lisa, but we need the letter T or the word time in it. And 3, 2, 1. Rob, you're close as well. It was called A Tale of Two Cities. Okay, anybody read that one? I can't say that I have. Okay, question number 3. This is a good one. I like this one. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night takes its title from which detective series? This is an odd one because I guess the T comes in through the title of it. Doesn't actually really have a T in it. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night takes its title. No, it's not the Hardy Boys, Rob. Not a bad guess. If you watch any of the stuff I do, you know who my favorite detective is. That's a big clue. Come on now. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Somebody type it in for me. We're gonna give you the answer here right away. Which detective series was it taken from? Alan says Dick Tracy. No, Alan, it's not Dick Tracy, but thanks for playing. Sherlock Holmes, we have a winner. Good job, Lisa. I told you, Dee, you'd have your work cut out for you if Lisa was playing. Columbo. Yeah, there was a lot of books about Columbo, Rob. Okay, question number 4. Somebody keep score for me, too. Well, I don't know, Lisa. I guess it's because it's the title. I don't know. That one's a little weak, but it was so obvious. I thought everyone would get it. You're working. Sure you are, Dee. Hey, Lisa, keep score. Are we? Question number 4. Who wrote, "My goodness, how the time has flown. How did it get so late so soon"? My goodness, how the time has flown. How did it get so late so soon? This gentleman wrote a lot of rhyming books for kids. Very famous fellow. Dr. Seuss. Yes. Lisa, another one. Woo! I hope you made some side bets here. Excellent. Okay, question number 5. From the book, The the time traveler. What is the name of the time traveler's wife? Anyone read The Time Traveler? I understand you read that one. I believe I sold a signed copy of that though a couple of years ago, if I recall. Anyone? This one might be a little tough. What is the name of the time traveler's wife? Lisa is Googling. She's a Googler. Yes, I didn't go over the rules. No Googling. This has to come from the melon. I read. Did you? And so, what's the name? What is the name of the time traveler's wife then? Claire is correct. Well done, Lisa. Making the rest of you look kind of like, have a seat. No, come on. Bring it up a notch. Let's give Lisa a little competition. Okay, question number 6. Which great Russian author wrote, "The strongest of all warriors are these two"? Time. Note, not Dostoevsky. Not that guy. It's the other one. This great Russian author had quite a few great books. The strongest of all warriors are these two, time and patience. And if you think about it, that is very true. Time and patience usually pays off in the end. Okay, anyone else want to take a guess on which of the great Russian authors wrote that? In 3, 2, 1. Leo Tolstoy. Okay. Here's for in which poem did T.S. Eliot write, "There will be time to prepare a face to meet the faces that you meet"? Oh, no one's getting this one. T.S. Eliot, there will be time to prepare a face to meet the faces that you meet. I'm too French to know that. Jesse. That's not an excuse, Jesse. Yes, we will give D the point. And Lisa's the official scorer, so it's official. No clue? Anyone have a clue? I'd never heard of this one, so I'm just going to give it to you because here's the title of the poem. It's called "The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock." There's a name for you. Okay. I don't blame anyone for not getting that one. Okay. Question number 8. Finish the title of this Ross Welford novel, "Time Traveling with a Blank." Ross Welford wrote the novel Time Traveling with it's a creature. By the way, I have to give a shout out to a site I follow on Twitter. It's called Dog Cup of Tea. Okay. Any other guesses? Let me finish that thought. So a shout out, thanks for Reading Addicts in the UK. You can follow them. They have all sorts of really fun, interesting chew bog. Hamster. Hamster is the answer to that one. I kind of like some of these better though. The title of the Ross Welford novel was "Time Traveling with a Hamster." Okay. Who said hamster? Jesse, did we talk about the Googling? Okay, I'm trying to follow both, so if I gave it away too soon, boy, that would be kind of a bummer, right? Oh, I get to time travel, but you got to do it with a hamster. Okay, which very famous Shakespeare character says, "The time is out of joint"? The time is out of joint. Which famous Shakespearean character says the line, "The time is out of joint"? We have all heard of this one. Is that a clue? Is that a clue? Sure, it's a clue. Okay, anyone? All of our Shakespearean experts out there, any guesses? Not Romeo. No, it's not Macbeth. Correct answer. Somebody had to get it sooner or later. Of course, it was Lisa. Good try, Alan. Othello. Who knows for sure unless you've actually read Shakespeare? How many people have read Shakespeare? Hands up. I have. The Googler gets another one. She's not Googling, Rob. She's got kidneys. Hamlet. Yes, Hamlet is correct, Lynn, but you're just a second too late for that one. Okay, next question. Number 10. We're halfway there. Which best-selling writer wrote The Timekeeper? Who wrote The Timekeeper? Best-selling writer, very well, famous, obviously, because he's had a ton of books on the New York Times bestsellers list. I had to when I took English to go to university. Yes, yeah. I can't imagine having to sit through our performances of Shakespeare, but man, it was a lot of fun. I can recite his soliloquy by heart. Excuse me. Be or not be. Okay, well, Lisa, maybe we'll have to get you to record that with your best Shakespearean presentation, and we'll play it on here someday. Okay, next question. We're still on this question. Anyone get it yet? Which best-selling writer wrote The Timekeeper? Do 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 do. Yes, Jesse, you have it correct. Mitch Albom. He wrote The Timekeeper. Well done, Jesse. Okay. Question number 11. Are you ready? Fingers on the buzzers or keyboards, as the case may be. A Traveler in Time by Alison Utley takes the reader back to the time of which British monarch? Well, United Kingdom monarch. Probably wasn't the United Kingdom then, but A Traveler in Time by Alison Utley takes the reader back to the time of which monarch? Any history buffs out there? English history? This monarch was of the female persuasion. Right, okay. Is that a clue? Would that help anyone? Henry VIII. Rob, how did you know? Henry VIII in drag? No. A Traveler in Time by Alison Utley takes the reader back to the time of which female UK-ish monarch? Henrietta, no, not Queen Victoria. Good guess. Anyone? No, it would be Mary, Queen of Scots. Aye. Okay. That one is a bit tough. Here's one of my favorite writers from back in the day. The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul was written by which comic fantasy novelist? Heavy emphasis on comic. The Long Fingers on the keyboards, get typing. Someone's going to get this one. I'm pretty sure. He wrote a series that was absolutely hilarious, but it was all science fiction, but still funny as hell. This one is called The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul. And it was written by which comic fantasy novelist? Stephen King questions are coming up. Not to worry, Lisa. So as soon as I start reading the Stephen King novelist. Oh, I thought this would be an easy one for some of you folks. Answer to that one is 11/22/63. Okay. Douglas Adams. Ring a bell to anyone? Of course, now I can't remember the what was the series that he wrote? Somebody help me out here. I'll give you a point if you can tell me. Really? Oh, Lisa, you would love Douglas Adams stuff. It's just amazing, funny stuff. Geez, I hate being old. I can't remember anything. Okay, we're going to move on to the next question. Back to Shakespeare. Which Shakespeare character says tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time? Which Shakespeare character says tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time? We might have had this name thrown out already, if that's a clue. Jesse, do you remember any of this from high school? That's only a couple of years ago, right? King Lear? No, not King Lear. Rob, good guess. So, Carol, do you have any idea? Macbeth. Lisa gets another one. Good job, Lisa. How much Shakespeare have you read, Lisa? Okay, question number 14. Finish the title of the John Grisham bestseller, A Time to Blank. John Grisham. Very, very prolific writer. Finish the title of the John Grisham bestseller, A Time to Blank. Kill. Holy smokes, Rob Wallace, you got one. You're on the board, Robbie. Atta boy. Finish the title of Colm Tobin's collection of essays about sexuality in literature. Sexuality in literature. Love in a Blank Time. The title of Colm Tobin's collection of essays about sexuality in literature, and it's called Love in a Blank Time. And Walsher, keep your answers nice. There could be kids watching this. Any Colm Tobin fans out there? Any Colm Tobin fans that might know the title of his collection of essays about sexuality and literature called Love in a Blank Time? No takers, it looks like. This is kind of a tough one. I didn't even know he'd written this. It is called Love in a Dark Time. Might have to read those and just see what he's talking about. Okay, question number 16. We're getting into the home stretch here. In Ben Elton's Time and Time Again, which year does Hugh go back to in order to stop a war? Ben Elton's book, Time and Time Again, which year does the character Hugh go back to in order to stop a war? So it might be World War I, it might be World War II, it could be the War of the Roses. I don't know, I haven't read this book. I know the answer though. Anyone familiar with that book? It's called Time and Time Again. So what year does the character Hugh go back to in order to stop a war? So it would have to be before the beginning, right? Rob Wallace, 1914, we have a winner. Rob's on a roll. Is that 2 for you, Robbie? Good job. Yes. Which French writer said, oh, never mind. I didn't print the answer. Well, that's embarrassing. I'm going to ask anyways. Does anybody know? Said which French writer said time spent with a cat is never wasted? Oh, Rich. No. Um, no. Anyone know? I don't. Okay. It's now 19 questions. Okay. Which war is the setting for Eric Maria Remarque's novel A Time to Live and a Time to Die? Which war is the setting of Eric Maria Remarque's novel A Time to Live and a Time to Die? Is that true, Lisa? She said the cat quote there. The time spent with the cat is never wasted. Interesting. Maybe you should host these, Lisa. You'd probably do a better job. Hey, maybe you should do a Harry Potter one, Lisa. Anyone familiar with Erica Maria Remarque's novel, A Time to Live and a Time to Die? Which war was it set in? Guesses? I'll take guesses. Okay. No one? No one wants to take a guess? This could put you back in the running, Lawlisher. No? No? Okay. 3, 2, 1. World War II. Okay, question number 19. Which of Shakespeare's kings says, I wasted time, and now doth time waste me? I say. Which of Shakespeare's kings says, I wasted time, and now doth time waste me? No, it's not King Lear. It's one of the other kings. I guess there's one time, and now doth time waste me. Oh, I say. Oberon. No, but he was in the play that I was in. Jesse, you still there? Any guesses? It would be King Richard II. Okay, here we go. This is it. Last question. A Time of Love and Tartan is part of a series by Alexander McCall Smith. Which series is it? A Time of Love and Tartan is part of a series by Alexander McCall Smith. So what is the name of that series? Kind of a tough one to finish up on. Outlander? No. A Time of Love and Tartan is part of which series by Alexander McCall Smith? And so I'm not sure why they wouldn't have picked that one instead. Well, a lot more well known. Okay, that wraps it up. I think, Lisa, you might have pulled this one out of the hat. Deanna had to work today, of course, because it's month end and all of that stuff. Apparently, she has to work. Thanks everyone for playing. These are a lot of fun. I sure enjoy them. We might do some more in the coming days. Lisa, you're always a winner to me. Congratulations, Lisa, and well done. I know there was no Googling despite Lawlisher's sounds kind of like he was a little bitter about losing. Good job. You like these? Where's the Stephen Quinkasson? I lied. It was just a ruse to keep you engaged. Okay, just before we go today, you may have noticed I'm wearing my John Prine hoodie. Yeah, I bought this the last time I saw John Prine live here in Edmonton at the Winspear Center. Of course, we lost John Prine. I was learning to play the guitar with one of my very good friends, Pete, and John's songs were a lot of three-chord songs, so they were pretty straightforward, and they were good songs. Far From Me, Angels from Montgomery, songs that made you laugh, like The Accident, which is a song about an incident at a four-way stop. It's a great song. But he wrote songs too that made you cry, that made you think, had an effect on you. Like there's a song called "Christmas in Prison." Yeah. So yeah, not a happy song, but get you right there. And it had so many songs that really just they have an impact on. Thank you, and John Prine, rest in peace. We'll see you on Saturday. I'm going to have a very special guest join us live via telephone, and we're going to share some beauty tips. Help us keep us all looking a little better because, I mean, look at this. My black roots are going to start showing through any day. Okay, Saturday morning at 10:30. Saturdays are still 10 safe. Stay home, stay healthy. Talk soon.